Thank you so much. I think it's a great privilege to talk to you great people who are in very vantage positions, and also can make a huge difference. So my intention is not to tell you something which I know. And many of the things what I'm going to tell is very intuitive, and you know. And my intention is basically to invite you to participate so that we can make a difference together. So I think Leslie asked this question, is the 100 smart cities, is it done? I think many people ask this question. I have worked with almost all the 100 smart cities, almost starting from 2015, and it is still going. And always this question is what the citizens are benefiting. So if we expect that, okay, by basic digitization which we have done in the first 100 smart cities program, is going to churn out great results. I think we never expected to do that. Government also was very clear, and the people like us who had been participating also was very clear. So the intention was to digitize it, so that once it is digitized and once we have the data available, we will do Smart City 2.0. And of course, we never anticipated that AI, ML, and then data analytics will come this far by this time. Because 5 years back, what we have been struggling with the data, today it is at our fingertips. So we never imagined that, but fortunately that also happened. So IoT, I think a couple of years back we had been talking about IoT. It's a great thing. Of course, we had connected devices long back. Connecting that to through a medium to reach a cloud or a network, I think it's really a great possibility. And most of the applications what we have, even 2G is sufficient. So 4G is a really great thing. Of course, there are some specific applications 5G would be needed. I'll come to that. So what it does is, it basically digitizes a bus data, where the bus is going, which is a trip, how many people are getting into the bus, all kind of data. Make it digital, put it in a cloud, and then from there you basically run applications. One of the things during that time people were complaining was, hey, these applications are in silos, they are not talking. They are supposed to be in silos. Applications are not supposed to talk to each other. You cannot keep the integrity of an application if they are starting to talk to each other. So there is a firewall between every application, they are not supposed to go anywhere else. So then we were talking, then how do we basically share this data and create AI/ML applications? That is why we have built the data exchange. It is exactly like Bombay Stock Exchange. If you have the data, bring it onto the data exchange, keep it there. It will work like Amazon.in. Anybody can discover the data, come to you. The only difference is you are not obliged to sell. If you feel like sharing, you can share it, but because it is your data. So there are two people, data consumers and data providers. So whatever the data Smart City 1.0 is producing in 100 smart cities, it will come onto the data exchange. We call it India Urban Data Exchange. Purely funded by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. It is similar to Aadhaar. Similar platform, where Aadhaar is for your personal data, this is for all data in the country. This is a national data platform. So now once the data is there are two types of data. It is easy to get Google and Facebook and Amazon data for you. You pay, you get the data. And they will get this data for you every minute. When you are searching for something, they will share the data to you. And they can make money out of that. But public data, how do you get? How is the Mumbai traffic? How many traffic challans are there in Mumbai? With this junction cost, how many traffic challans? 8 o'clock, how many it creates? You don't get this data. So that is why public data will come directly from the government servers to the data exchange. Google and Facebook, if they want to share the data through us, it is perfectly fine, but otherwise no need actually, because huge amount of data, you can actually take it directly from them as congestion APIs and all. Once the data is there, you combine them and create applications. So this question of what happened is 100 smart cities. 2016, when we wanted to simulate this data in the cities and in applications, there was not even 1 byte of data available in this country. I was taking 1 byte of data about transport, actually from London Transport Connectory and from Singapore Transport. There was 1 byte. There were some video cameras and some videos available. Today, if you walk into any city, you will see traffic data, transport data, women security, women and children security data, number of police cases, number of panic cases, number of attacks, chain snatching, all kind of data. So that is what happened in smart cities. So now, if you look at what kind of problems we are solving, right? We are not going to solve I would say, going to space and then having a tea kind of a problem. Okay? Simple problems which 90% of the people, not 90, 92% of the, 98% of the people are facing. Look at the green corridor application. Automatic green for ambulances, okay? Such a simple application. I had been participating in task forces for green corridor for many cities. From 2016, transmitter in the ambulance, and then receiver at the junction, V2I, V2X, nothing happened. Not even one Indian city has a green corridor implemented. Such a simple solution. Take the ambulance location, pass it on to the ATCS, or adaptive traffic signal, and they can switch the lights on. There is a facility called Hurry Call. You switch it on. But which application, which API, how do you take this data? How do you securely transfer it to the ATCS? Not possible. So we have the IUDX in the middle of that, which will take the ambulance data at every 5 seconds, and ATCS controller will take it and then switch it on. Implemented in many cities, and our idea is to implement across whole of India, so that you can move an organ from Mumbai all the way to Ahmedabad. Because you don't need green corridor when you are on highway. You need green corridor when you are in cities. Once you get out of it, even though there is no green corridor, it's still okay. So this is the one which basically received the Economic Times DigiSummit Award last year. See, this is the way we work. We do not create applications. We do not create data. We do not create the applications for IoT. We do not create the data for applications, AML applications. I'm from an Institute of Science point of view. What we do is we create a platform like Aadhaar and then give it for the government, deploy it on behalf of the government. So we work like this Mahout only. That elephant basically knows where to climb, and the lorry can handle it. Only thing is he just put a hand there so that it climbs up. He cannot do anything. He can hardly stand. He may be drunk also, okay? He can hardly stand. But once he touches it, elephant just climbs. If you look at next time when an elephant gets into a lorry, this is what we do. So this is cities. Look at other areas. When I started this work in 2018, I never even imagined that it will go like this, because it was my limited intelligence at that time. But now, multimodal. Not even one city in India it is there. Take the bike data, take the metro data, take the bus data, and tell me exactly that my bus is coming so and so time, and by that time there is a shared car available, metro will drop me, auto will pick me up. Very important for women and children. It does not exist. Fleet optimization. Bangalore, 7,000 buses, 60,000 trips in a day. We digitized in the first phase. But you need to optimize. You don't need 60,000 trips. You don't need 7,000 buses for Bangalore to transport the people in Bangalore. So you can optimize it further. Flood prediction, implemented in Mumbai. These all are being implemented now. Nothing in on slides, okay? Take rain data, forecast data, predict the flood. You have the digital elevation model. It is implemented in Pune. And then if the rain happens, you clearly know that what area is going to get flooded. Revenue leakage also. Farmer credit. I think our lifeline is farmers, right? 55% of this country is in farming. But to get 1 lakh credit for them, hard. 100 questions the bank will ask. Are you a real farmer? It's almost like asking Leslie, are you a journalist? You will ask such embarrassing questions. Did you been farming? How much you produced? I have not seen you farming. So now what we do is take all the data, what his farm records, what he had been producing, what is the yield, what is the soil health of his particular land, what is the forecasted monsoon, what will be his yield next year. You get a loan. So HDFC is sitting on top of, this is not called IUDS, it is called ADEX, Agricultural Data Exchange. It is implemented in collaboration with the World Economic Forum for Telangana government first. The last one, and I'll stop there. Welfare schemes. Do you know how much time it will take to get a ration card in this country? It can take even a year. All the data is with the government. You are a war veteran, you are a war survivor, you are a single mother, you are a below poverty line, you are above poverty line, you are from so-and-so village, it is a backward, you are belonging to SC/ST, everything is there. But if you submit an application, this file goes to 18 departments to get it signed. Rather than that, we take all the data, put it onto IUDX, ration card application sit on top of IUDX, and click of a button, it will fetch all the data from 18 servers, and ration card is given. You get a blue card or a white card or a yellow card. So it is that easy. There is no rocket science. It's so simple. And it was not possible 5 years back. We're in a very sweet spot. We have the IoT data, we have the farmer data, we have data analytics, AI, ML at our fingertips. So easy to do, not like our old embedded technologies or 3G, so complex. And my idea is basically to invite you to participate. Everything is open source. Not even a single line of code we have done proprietary, all open source. Let us do it together. Thank you so much.